Thanks for stopping in for another episode of I Want That Reviews. My name's Chris, and today we're going to be talking about the directional muzzle brakes, both the keg and the crown from R&J Firearms. These are manufactured in Newberg, Oregon, so manufacturing and everything is all USA. I know that's one thing that a whole lot of people like. Also, letting them manufacture it there in Newberg allows them to keep the costs down on it. Now, these guys are manufactured of a chromoly steel, then are black oxide finished. They're available on their website for $39.99. Now, what you'll find is these are actually one of the most competitively priced compensators on the market. They're really no frills, no gimmicks. They're manufactured to direct the muzzle blast to the side and back a little to reduce the recoil and keep the muzzle down. Now, for the sake of the review today, I've only got the keg here. I've got the crown connected to another one of my rifles, and that's locked up in my truck right now, so I don't have that one here for the review. It looks exactly like this guy, except it's got a pretty aggressive crown on the tip that could be used for muzzle strikes or something along those lines. But initial impressions, when I first got this, I thought, wow, it's kind of big. Once I put that on the rifle, I noticed that it's really not nearly as bad as I thought it was. It's got a beautiful finish. The black oxide looks fantastic, and I was really impressed with the way that the threads are cut. It really smoothly threaded on, and looked very nice. As far as practical application, you can see here, the shots, every single one of them, you can see that there's almost no muzzle rise. You can see that the recoil, there's not a whole lot of recoil to it, and they do give some flash. There's a couple shots here where you can see where there's some pretty good flash to it. Yeah, I did find that they work very well, and actually they reduced the recoil to just a little more than a 22. One concern that I had when I was first talking to Jason from R&J Firearms was he said, these guys are loud. And he said, I've heard in a couple of your reviews you've talked about them being loud. And I'll say, yeah, it's a brake. It's going to be loud. But I will say that it's not nearly as loud as some that I've used. So that was actually a pleasant surprise. I got out, yeah, it does direct some noise. And, the people standing next to you on the firing line may not be real happy with it. But it's not nearly as loud as some that I've used. As far as likes go, I really, really dig the finish on it. I know it's just a black oxide finish, but it really looks fantastic. The tooling is very nice on it. It's very well made. The lines are smooth. There's just not a whole lot to be disappointed with. I really like the price. For $40, you're going to be hard pressed to find something better. And the function, it does exactly what they advertise it. Essentially, they say that the purpose is to take the function of the directional brake with an expanded internal chamber, angled top ports to reduce your rise and produce a functional product without the unnecessary machine work and aesthetics in order to keep the costs down for you, the shooter. So that's what they aimed for, and that's very well what they've done, and so that's something that I'm really impressed with. As far as dislikes, the edges are a little sharp. It's definitely not something that you want to fondle a whole lot, because there is, I guess, a potential for maybe some cuts or scratches. I don't think it's that bad, but it was just something that got my attention. And the size, like I said, it's a little large. But like I said, once you get it put on a rifle, it's not nearly as large as it appears. So none of those are going to be enough to really take away from the overall on this for me. And this guy's going to go ahead and pull in a 5 out of 5 star rating. Just with the function and the price and the finish, you really, like I said, you're going to be really hard pressed to find something better. So go ahead and take a look at their website. They do custom rifles, they do full packages, and I'm sure they can find something for you. I'll include a link below to their website as well as their Facebook page. As always, thanks so much for watching. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. So please do check back on a weekly basis for more reviews of awesome products just like this one that'll make you say, I want that. bouncing off my head, man.
Sorry, man.